Yeah, man, it's the failed athlete, but that don't mean you gotta fail in life. You already know how I go, man. And what else is new? What else is new in the hood? Well, we got Candace Parker, right? Y'all seen this? Y'all heard about this? Candace is coming out that she's gay. Well, you know what? I asked this question. What else is new? Are we really surprised? Are we really shocked? WNBA. Now, I remember when Candace came out of Tennessee. She was a hot commodity back then. At least for a young boy, coming up, being able to see a pretty girl hooping, it was something different because it wasn't something that you seen at a alarming rate. No disrespect to the Lisa Leslies of the world. Shout out Cheryl Swoops and them. No disrespect to them. But it just never was really a thing. So Candace Parker, she did kind of set the tone with that at Tennessee. She was pretty, she was light skinned, but she was tall. She had a cool little look to her. She drew a little bit of attention because she was tall and she was able to dunk. She was able to dunk and she was pretty. So back then she was she had the women basketball scene. All eyes was on Candace Parker coming out. She had the beauty aspect going. I don't say beauty as, me saying that she's just stunning, drop dead, but I'm saying, as far as the beauty measurements go, she was there. She was able to garner the attention of the public. And they was winning. I believe she won 2 championships. RIP to her coach. Her coach was a good coach. I think her name was Pat. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong in these comments. But I say all that to say, Candace has always kind of been pretty awkward. Caught her a couple times roaming through the clubs in Vegas. Her and Sheldon. I caught Sheldon in there. Caught her and Sheldon. And you just see this big girl, man. This big goofy girl wearing goofy clothes. I just say that to say Candace didn't really have no sex appeal, man. She didn't have no sex appeal. She didn't make you want to say, She didn't make you want to do some things to her when you seen her. You just like, Candace. Skylar Diggins took them ranks, when Skylar Diggins came along. And I remember Skylar Diggins too. I remember Skylar Diggins early. I remember she was playing for Notre Dame early. I remember I used to see about Skylar Diggins back when I was in high school. Quick little Google search. And then she started popping when I got to college. But I was on Skylar early. I caught a Notre Dame girls game for some reason. Spotted her. Damn. What was that? Because you don't see much. You don't see many. It's becoming, more of a thing to see beautiful women playing basketball, but you don't see a lot. And let's call it what it is, man. Most of these girls get turned out once they hoop. I got a little cousin who hoop, man. She hoops. I don't see that happening to her, but hey, man, anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. Because once you get in that atmosphere, man, it's like the Sharks. They getting turned out. WNBA is a hotbed for lesbianism. Am I saying lesbianism is bad? Hey, do what you do. Hey, how you live your life is how you live your life. I'm not saying, how you live your life is how you live your life. I'ma live mine. But I'm just saying the WNBA, we know it to be a hotbed for lesbianism. Right? No disrespect to the LGBTQ community, but maybe they should support the WNBA. Maybe more women should support the WNBA. Stop blaming men for the downfall of, y'all sport. And I say that to say Candace, prime example, even when you think the girl is, okay, she's married, she's in the men. No, there's so much stuff going on in these locker rooms, man. Candace, this has been Candace. Candace got turned out early. When I saw Candace in that club, she was still with Sheldon, and she was looking pretty masculine at that point. She looked like Candace looked like she got turned out somewhere along the way, and then she started to become the masculine one. Because it seems like Candace did a full transition from feminine, friendly, and when I'm feminine, man, she was feminine when she was dunking. Now she's doing tomahawk 360 windmills. That masculinity just took over Candace, and you see her. She got her cool little white girl. Candace got her cool little white girl. They're pregnant. They're pregnant. I don't know. Use your imagination. How they got this baby on deck, but they're pregnant. Candace has already had a baby, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. She's already had a natural baby, and now she is the masculine figure to another woman who is having a baby. So Candace got to play both roles in her life. Yes. Candace got to be the proverbial man, right? And she got to be the woman. So she gets to see what it's like to, have the ball sag in a relationship. But I don't know if she can handle that emotionally. Domestic violence between lesbian couples are pretty high. It gets deep, man. It gets deep, but that's neither here nor there. We all knew this was a thing. Candace, like I said, she's been looking around on the rougher side lately. At least than what she used to be, man. Candace looked like life done got to her. Sheldon done maybe did her wrong, or maybe Sheldon was a front, and maybe this is who Candace was this entire time. Maybe she was battling this. She was battling coming out as a lesbian. She was battling this wanting to be with women. But as she got deeper and deeper in that WNBA world, everybody became more and more accepting. It's 2022. Hey, it's all love. Everybody loves everybody. It's hugs everywhere. Candace knows she's gonna be accepted, and she has nothing to be ashamed of or mad at. Nobody's gonna look at her funny for, having a baby with a man and then going on and acting, in a man's role and having a baby with a woman. Nobody's looking at her funny because of that, because this is 2022 and people feel free and do what they want to do. It is what it is, So Candace is feeling good about this situation. People are coming at her like, man, Candace, what took you so long? We always knew you were like this. This could have been who she always was, and Sheldon was just some type of shield to mask her true feelings. And Sheldon, and we should have known by Sheldon, because at the time, Candace was hot as fish grease, right? She was hot as fish grease. So at the time, it seemed like maybe she could have got her a little bit something better than Sheldon Williams. But on the flip side, you find out, Liz Cambridge, prime example. A lot of these NBA dudes aren't publicly getting caught with a lot of some of these WNBA women. I know what's going on behind closed doors. We know what's going on, right? But nobody is publicly claiming these WNBA women, and they're not claiming them for a reason. We gotta sit here and ask ourselves what's really going on, people. What's going on, people? So we knew what this was with Candace, man. Is anybody really shocked? Is anybody really shocked with how the WNBA is you know, if you're a part of this new era, you don't really trip off your kid coming up, you know, kind of rough around the edges. Put her in girls basketball, throw her in girls basketball. Because anything past that high school level, it's over. And you know girls are tampering with it high school with some of the real good teams. Some of the real good teams, some of the real good girls, you know, they've been exposed to this because, you know, you got all girl camps and nowadays it's more open. Like this is accepted more. So just prepare for that. Prepare for that if you're putting your daughter in any type of sports and basketball, you know, because she's getting turned out. The reality is she's getting turned out. Whether Candace was like this from the jump or whether she got like this later, this was inevitable. We seen it with Cheryl Swoops. Cheryl Swoops wasn't initially gay. She wasn't initially gay. She had to, you know, come out the closet and then get with one of her teammates. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, what was her, Sue Bird? I don't think she was always, you know, gay. I think she came out and now she's with a soccer star or something like that. So this is common. This isn't something that's looked down upon, and this isn't something that's like taboo. We know what's going on. It's evident with the WNBA, and maybe that's why their numbers are so low. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe that's maybe people don't like looking at that. And maybe that's why they're not getting paid how they should be getting paid, or maybe they're not marketing them hard enough. But I've been seeing them bringing in a lot of more pretty girls, though. Maybe they notice and they hear some of the murmurs and they're trying to feminize the WNBA. Is that what's going on? Man, it's the failed athlete, man, but that don't mean you gotta fail in life. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about Candace Williams, man. Candace Parker. She has Sheldon Williams. Candace Parker Williams. Yeah, man, make sure y'all comment, man. Make sure y'all like this. But yeah, she had Sheldon. It wasn't good enough. I remember people used to hate on Sheldon, man, because, you know, he wasn't the most attractive dude, some might say, you know, so people would go in like, man, how did Sheldon get a girl like Candace? How did Sheldon get a girl like Candace? Really, you know, I don't think he really got it. You remember Magic? Magic said it. I'm not gonna be here. I don't think he really had her like that. It could have just been a front, man. It could have just been a front. But I personally think, you know, Candace Parker this is not anything that's uncommon. She tries to hold her own on inside the NBA with Shaq in them, man. She tries to insert her dominance on there, dude. So you know it was tough for Sheldon. You know Sheldon was going through it. Candace was running that relationship. Oh man, Sheldon. I love to know Sheldon's story, man. I love to know some of the positions they was taking with that strap on, boy. Because you know it's happening. You know Candace dominating. She had the bigger name. She got Mo fans. Sheldon Williams got the Duke name to his brand, but that's it. But that ran out. That ran out a long time ago. They still know Candace Parker. That boy taking all type. Candace was having her way with this man. Candace just dominating with that strap on. You know she was. After she got turned out, man. Hey, it's the failed athlete, man, but that don't mean you gotta fail in life.